Hello guys and welcome back to the Minecraft mod tutorial. In today's episode I'm going to quickly going through how to update your tree code from the previous tree tutorials into this new game. So you're going to want to drag in all of your previous things. If you haven't got these, go back and watch the creating of each block. There's an individual video for the plank, log, leaves and sapling, as well as tree generation, which I'll be going through here as well, as I know a lot of you guys want to move on to biomes and inventions. So firstly, you're going to want to create a new block and then copy this 3 times and name it to each of the individual thing. I name these classes a bit unconventionally, as there's some Minecraft classes called block planks and block log and block leaves and block sapling, so you have to name it a bit differently. We're obviously going to go through planks first, and you're also going to want to open up your block ores, drag it to the side. So then we have an example of what we need to copy in. So firstly, change package declaration. You're going to want to add IHasModel. You're going to want to change this from custom block planks to enum handler. You're going to want to copy in this private string name. Change this to enum handler.enum type and change this from tutorial to copper. You're going to want to copy this.name is equal to name, and then this block.init.add and item.init.add. And for every custom block planks.enum type, you want to change to enum handler.enum type. You also want to remove the enum from here, as we've created an enum handler instead. And you're going to want to change this to enum handler.enum type, and Control-Shift-O to import everything. I'm going to want to go down here to register models and copy everything. Change this to planks underscore and remove the dimension stuff, and that is the planks done. Now you're going to want to open the planks to the side and then open the log. Once again, change package declaration. We're going to want the IHasModel, and once again go through and enum handler.enum type each one. You want to Control-Shift-O to import everything, and once again copy register models. Changing this to log underscore and removing this underscore as well. So it's just log underscore the variant. Changing this to copper instead of tutorial, and copying these 3 lines here and adding private string name, and give that a save. Sapling, same thing again, change package declaration. IHasModel, change everything to enum handler.enum type. Change this to copper, changing this to copper down here, and comment this out for now. Control-Shift-O to import and add in register models. Changing this to leaves underscore, sapling underscore, and saving that. Finally, leaves, change package declaration, add IHasModel, change everything to enum handler.enum type, Control-Shift-O, and add in register models, changing it to leaves underscore. Then in block init, Control-Shift-O, and you're actually going to rename each of these to block plank, block logs, block leaf, and block saplings, and Control-Shift-O in here, and it should get rid of all the errors. Double check that you've got everything in. See here, I've just found that I haven't actually added the block in it to add and item in it to add, so I'm going to do that now. And I also haven't added the private string name either, so make sure you go through and thoroughly check. Also here in saplings, I forgot to do it, so I'm going to do the same thing again. Also, I haven't set any creative tabs for any of them, so I'm going to go through them and set it to my creative tab, which I have now added. And now they're all there. Before adding your assets, just run your game. If it doesn't crash, then you don't have any serious problems. If it gets into phase 3, it means there shouldn't be any serious errors, as most serious errors will crash the game in phase 2. So if it boots correctly, you're going to want to add in each of your block states, which look like this. So obviously for leaves, there are 3 different things. So you need to account for each variant, for each different property. So there are 8 here. You can copy off screen, or you can find it on my GitHub, or people who've watched the previous tutorials will already have it. Log, just like that. Planks, and sapling. Obviously add them to your line. You need to add each variant. You need to add each model and call the correct parent, so block leaves or block log, etc. And log has 2 different textures, so inside of your textures you need to account for that. Each log has an aluminium top and an aluminium Well, each log has a top and a normal log texture. If you want, you can go through and do recipes. I haven't been doing any, but obviously watch the updated recipes tutorial. And for all of you wanting smelting recipes, the old recipe tutorial should still work. If not, I will make an updated tutorial soon. Once all your assets are in, you shouldn't get any errors in the console. And I'll go into my tab, which I have here. We have each of the planks, copper planks, aluminium planks, copper log, aluminium log, copper leaves, aluminium leaves, and copper sapling, aluminium sapling. If you have any errors, make sure to go back and check your code, or post them down in the comments below, or on my Discord. So here we are, this is what we've created today for updated the tree tutorial now. We've got all our blocks, so we can bring it in our tree code. Once again, you can go and watch the previous tutorial, it's still relevant mostly. And I will also create a playlist for all the tree tutorials. So there's 2 files, World Gen Tutorial Tree and Tutorial Tree Gen. I'm going to put them in my gen. I'm going to rename them. First, I'm going to create a new package called Generators, which is where World Gen Tutorial Tree is going to go. I'm going to rename it first to World Gen Copper Tree. I'm going to import block init and change which we're referring to. Block init dot logs dot get default state with property block logs dot variant and enum handler dot enum type dot copper. If you Control Shift O now, it should get rid of all the unused imports. And you need to go through here. It's looking for a custom block sapling. We actually want block saplings and block init dot saplings, and that's everything working. This code's available on my GitHub, or you can watch the previous tutorial, so save that. Tutorial tree gen now. Change the package declaration. World generate tutorial equals new. I've just changed that to world gen copper tree, and Control Shift O to remove unused imports and save. In order to actually generate it, go into our util handlers, registry handler, and register it exactly like the ORs, and that will register the world generator. If you want to create a different tree, either if you want to make the aluminium and copper tree exactly the same, just copy it, call it World Gen Aluminium Tree, and then go and change the variant here to be aluminium, and it will work perfectly. Obviously, you can modify some of the values like minimum height, and if you want to make your tree look a bit different, then you can edit the code here, which I do explain in my tree tutorial originally, so go and watch that. And to generate this aluminium tree, I create a new one. This one's going to be called copper, this one's going to be called aluminium, World Gen Aluminium Tree, Control Shift O to import, and then we just need to run generator, aluminium, and we can choose a different biome for it. I'm going to have them generate in forest, and you can also remove this register function down here. That should be everything for your registering your custom trees. So we're running the game, and we can go and look in a world to see if we can find our trees generating. Actually, quickly before we do that, remember if we go back into our custom sapling, in our objects, blocks, block saplings, in the generate tree function here, case copper, gen is equal to new world gen copper tree, case aluminium, gen is equal to new world gen aluminium tree. That should mean that we should be able to generate our saplings into our correct trees. How perfect! We spawned in a plains biome, and here are all our copper trees. And then here's a forest biome with all our aluminium trees. As you can see, I'm spawning a few too many trees, which is lagging my game out a bit. So I don't recommend spawning this many trees, so adjust the value accordingly to whatever you feel. But we have all our trees spawning. Get our saplings out. Their copper tree just spawned. And hopefully, with some luck, our aluminium tree spawns. Everything works perfectly. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any problems, leave a comment down below. Or if you have enjoyed this video or found it useful, subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. As I say, the biome tutorials are now coming. It will be the next video on this channel. And I am off school now for a week, so I will be trying to make 3 or 4 videos this week. So leave a like down below if you're looking forward to that. Thanks for watching. My name's been Harry, and goodbye.